I mean, the way he scored for this game.
Which of his numbers did you call?
I called the
024.
The German.
You called his Kasapa number. I thought that yes, but you got it.
All right. I've been trying to reach 053.
You're not getting
so I was wondering how you reach it.
I got to. Okay. We had a lovely chat.
Okay.
And it's going to surprise Real Madrid.
I hope so.
We are coming with some different formations.
I hope so, because this Madrid, I'm not happy. Somebody are going to be a Champions League 15 times. Why? I'm not happy. I'm very unnecessary.
So they mean that they've been to 18 finals and they've won 15.
Nah. Hey, it's not good.
They'll win it. The Champions League, they are just
Maybe I'm not happy.
It's too much.
You can't be winning the Champions League like that.
Unless something dramatic happens.
Is that the reason why you want them to lose?
Because of my son.
Oh, your son is there.
He's a Real Madrid supporter.
And then they will say they will go view.
But you know what that boy can do to me when I start losing my game? We are two. We are against him tonight.
2 against 1.
Yeah, 2 against 1. Yeah. Maybe he'll get some support from his mom. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe he should go and help him tonight. But Madrid obviously will start as favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, no two ways about that.
Okay.
It's going to be a big game indeed. But as I said earlier, it's a 90-minute off match. Anything at all can happen in this game.
Yeah, the Dortmund team I saw in the semi-finals against Paris Saint-Germain, they are not really confident. Unless something dramatic, something extraordinary happens in the final tonight.
Yeah, and Enzo said this. He said, we are ready to compete at the highest level. Maybe if we play 10 games against Real Madrid, it's going to be difficult. 34 times impossible. But if you break it down to 1 game in a final, then anything is possible. We have had 60 games all season to prepare ourselves for this game. It is clear they are favorites, but we don't care. We weren't the favorites against Atletico or Paris. If we are brave, we are ready to show we are not just here to see Madrid lift another trophy. If we are here to give them a game, then we have a chance.
He's just Pokemon words for you.
He just wants to inspire himself.
Anyway, let me start with you. On the game. But we hear that Jose Mourinho has signed for. Let's start there. Just a quick one for Fenerbahce. We have Vincent Kompany moving to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, man.
After leading Burnley to relegation.
and they paid a compensation though.
Yes. And then
10 million pounds.
Chelsea also 10 million. 10.2. There's an extra 200 euro.
Go to any team, go relegation, come find out your compensation.
Hey, Bayern
Munich 4.
What is happening here? Were they not ready?
There's a coach Ben.
Oh, not so much. There's starting more. Antonio Conte.
Jose Mourinho was there. Mourinho was there.
Mourinho, he deserves where he is now. That is where he is now.
No, it's a strategic move in his coaching career. It is a strategic move in his coaching career.
To do what? To go.
The last time Fenerbahce won the Turkish Super League was back in 2014. So now he has the task of winning the league for the first time in 10 years. And aside that, it is an opportunity for Mourinho to flex his muscles in the Champions League. Now guess what? Look at the players at the disposal of Fenerbahce. You remember former Manchester City prolific striker Enzo? He's there. Former Man City, former Manchester United dynamic midfielder Fred, he's there. Former Southampton skillful midfielder Dusan Tadic, he's there. Now guess what? Former Leicester City stalwart Kagla Somunchu, he's there.
What is the average age?
Now, yesterday, Mourinho posted this on Instagram. This is how he's preparing himself for the trip.
I think back when it is the next bare 4 matches.
So if you are joining us on Facebook, just have a look at Mourinho's luggage when he was leaving for Turkey.
I have this back there.
Jose. It's a simple man. Yeah, anyway, but let's quickly on Kompany to Bayern and then Chelsea to Maresca.
Jose Mourinho, his career has gone downward spiral, and at the end of the day, he's closer to the end than he is to anything. There isn't any resurgence anywhere for Jose Mourinho. The end is very close. I mean, he has been brilliant as a manager, but there comes a time where the game has evolved. I mean, we always say it's not too much changes. It's not new from what we used to see back in the day, but every time they reinvent something that was there already, they bring it back, they change it, and then Jose doesn't seem to be ready to keep up. I don't know if with Edin Dzeko and then Dusan Tadic and then Kagla Soyuncu
and Fred,
he's going to play the new football, play attacking and all of this. But
but he scored 20 goals.
The more for you, Garwa was Tadic. This morning, when I was thinking about this Mourinho thing, I wrote something down. See, it may sound very elitist and then boring, but attacking football is the way to go there. Because it gives you a chance to control.
Maybe he's changed.
Okay, well, hopefully.
So you think Mourinho doesn't give you attacking football?
He doesn't. That's never.
No, but did you watch his team at
Real Madrid? He set the record. He set the record in England.
I watched some of his matches. He attacked, yes.
The fact does not support what people are saying.
He takes a lead in the game. He turns around.
No. Have you even the fact that the fact does not even support what they are saying. No, if you go to Real Madrid, Mourinho won the league with record points, record goals, 121 goals.
Let the points be made.
A team that is not playing attacking football will be able to score 121 goals in 38 matches.
Did not let me end.
At Chelsea, he did the same thing.
The data doesn't back that. And what I was going to tell you.
But I just gave you
Mourinho
data.
Mourinho doesn't play attacking possession-based football,
which we all know.
Which is true.
Which some of you know.
His average,
myself and Fifi.
His average possession per game is there. It is below 60. His average sustained pressure per game is there. It is below 2.3 in any game. Mourinho doesn't do that from Chelsea to Real Madrid. At Real Madrid was even his best counter-attacking days. When it was clear when Ronaldo was in his prime, he used that pace. It is clear that is what he does. And for me, it's not going to be sustainable. When he went to Roma, he was quick to go and look for Romelu Lukaku and Paulo Dybala and he even brought back El Shaarawy to come and run those channels for him. It's not something that's sustainable. The Mourinho going to Fenerbahce is a political move. Current Fenerbahce president Ali Koch and then his assistant Mr. Aziz, both of them want to be. Ali Koch wants to maintain as a Fenerbahce president. And Mr. Aziz wants to usurp him as the Fenerbahce president. So apparently it is Aziz that contacted Mourinho first. Because in his campaign promises, he had told them that he will bring Jose Mourinho back to Fenerbahce. Because they've not won anything and he believes that once Mourinho comes, even if it's the Turkish Cup, they'll win and they are okay. Because this season, they had one of the best league numbers in any league in Europe, but they failed to win the league.
I think they lost only
one match. But then Galatasaray went ahead to win the league.
So Galatasaray went unbeaten or what?
No, Galatasaray also lost, but then I think Fenerbahce had more draws. I think about 5 or 6 games that they had drawn.
They lost the league by 3
points. So it was very sad. Very, very good performance throughout the season. And they've been coming very close, but Galatasaray seems to be beating them. So they said that they will bring in a special one. Who has the Midas touch? And both of them were using it as campaign promises. This one goes here and say, hey, Mourinho, remember?
So now who has got him?
Then the senior man, the incumbent, pass back, we go see move for back.
When Mourinho tell politician,
the incumbent went to see Jose and said, hey, me, I'm the one who is here. I'm the one who make things work. Apparently, Jose should have met the opposition leader today or tomorrow. But all of those things is gone. He has signed 2 years with the incumbent president, and he's going to be the next manager for Fenerbahce. The man, Ali Koch, is also hoping that he can retain the seat as Fenerbahce president, and he will win something under him. Because he hasn't won anything, and it's not a good thing.
All right,
for
so
himself.
time fast spent. Can we touch on Kompany and Bayern?
No, quick one on this more.
Okay. You want to have a bite, right?
Like if Avilo talks to us, like something.
I was trying to move on. Let me talk about it.
People talk about this fine attacking style of football. But very entertaining sometimes. I remember when Abramovich was owner of Chelsea, one of the issues that he had with the Chelsea team at that time was for the fact that we're not playing any attractive football, any nice football at that time. So he drew parallel with teams like Arsenal and other class who were playing that skillful, aggro type of football, and we're still winning some games. But I see football, for me, the end is what is very important, which of course is your ability to win the game. So teams play very nicely. They score a goal,
and they sit back and make sure that at least they protect the goal that they've scored. And I asked you whether you watched Mourinho at Roma. I saw a lot of his games at Roma, and they were not defensive in any of the games that I saw. Very, very offensive guys. Even though maybe some of the material that I had at his disposal at that time for me were not very good material. Because Bovie and those guys up and coming, it will take some time for them before they can get into the elements and things like that. So Fenerbahce actually took him by surprise because I wasn't expecting to go there. But is it a bad club? I mean, if you go to Turkey,
Fenerbahce has history.
A lot of history. Galatasaray and Fenerbahce, they have a lot of history.
Just like Stephen Appiah played there.
Yeah, just like
even they know you at the point in time.
Just like Ahaz and Kotoko here, has a lot of history.
Yeah.
And people talk about Mourinho and they talk about him as if he's coming to the end of his career. I don't think so.
Good.
I don't think so. Because, no, I don't think so. But how many coaches in the world have been able to hold on to their position for let's say 4 or 5 years, maybe with the exception of Arteta, Pep, Klopp, and some one or two others. All the other coaches, 1 year, 2 years, they either gone or they are sacked. And it is normal. It is normal in the life of every coach. So if Mourinho handles Roma and he's sacked or he leaves or whatever,
he played 2 finals in Europe.
Yes, and he goes to Fenerbahce. So all of a sudden, Fenerbahce is so low, so Mourinho is going down. Is that
I don't think Turkish league that is going.
No. But it's not about the Turkish league or whatever.
Okay.
It can be any league.
All right.
It can be any league.
Just say.
It can be any league. If once he decides to go there, it can be any league to go and build the team and. Okay. Let's wait and see what Fenerbahce will do next season. That's what is very important because when he went to Roma, people talk about. I mean, a lot of things happen. A lot of things happen at Roma. And he's going to Fenerbahce now. And I think that at Fenerbahce, he will be able to achieve something else. Yes. He will leave Fenerbahce, he will leave Turkey with at least 2 trophies. And that for me...
You see, that's the thing with Mourinho. It is the things that he has said in the past that comes to bite him. Mourinho said in the past that it would be a disappointment for him to win the Europa League. Then he went to win the Conference League and was making noise about it. This is in 2013. I don't want to win the Europa League. It would be a big disappointment for me. I don't want my players to feel the Europa League is our competition.
So he was saying this to inspire his players when they were playing in the Champions League. So haven't you changed your mind? Haven't you ever changed your mind before?
Senior, calm down. Calm down. Then after that, he went to Roma, won the Conference League. He said, the biggest achievement in my career is reaching 2 European finals in Roma. It's impossible to do it. I don't think anybody will do it again, said the special one. And you see, just some years ago, Mourinho sent a snide comment to former Manchester City manager Manuel Pellegrini. When Pellegrini left Real Madrid to go and coach Malaga, nobody is saying that Malaga is on the status of Fenerbahce. But then, if you tell a coach that when you leave Madrid, you will not go to Malaga, you will not go to any small team, it is Inter, top 2 in England that will come for you.
But Fenerbahce is big.
Yes,
but he left Roma
but
so
at the time,
what's the correlation?
Calm down. He was specific that it is a top 2 club in England or Italy or Germany that he will always coach.
No, he didn't mention
let me read that to you. These are not my words.
Read it for me.
Chairman, I'll read it for you. He says that Jose Mourinho, in ridiculing Manuel Pellegrini's decision to coach Malaga after being fired by Real Madrid at the end of the season, Mourinho stoked Thursday Spanish league, blah 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 blah.
You won't quote, Massa. You are just reading.
Okay.
I won't quote.
I'm coming to give you the quote, but you don't want
quote them.
Mourinho said the same thing couldn't happen with me. Quote me, and this is couldn't happen with me. That's happened with Manuel Pellegrini because if Madrid fires me, I won't go and coach Malaga. I would go to a big club in England or Italy. Full stop.
Exactly.
No, but when they say a club like Malaga, he's not looking at Malaga as
so where is the big club in England or Italy?
When he says I will not go to a club like Malaga, he's looking at Malaga in terms of their status in football. That's what he's looking at. Not Malaga as a club. He's looking at their status. And he thinks that Malaga
big club in Italy. Coach,
can you compare Malaga to Fenerbahce?
You made no. I'm not comparing. You see, I don't do that.
That's what I said.
You can't compare Malaga to Fenerbahce.
You asked me to quote.
It's my turn now.
So no. we are moving on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Della, oh no. 30 seconds, Della, please, 30 seconds. You see, a lot of people
But you had your bite on
a lot of people have held this opinion about Mourinho, and it saddens me because it is not true.
It saddens you.
Yes, it is not true that
your sadness does not matter.
it is not true. It is not true that Mourinho is a defensive coach. In fact, what Mourinho does is that you see, Mourinho is very strategic.
Charlie.
He selects matches based on the Arsenals available to him.
I know you don't like because when
he was beating him consistently. Yes, and you see, Mourinho looks at the Arsenals available to him. Mourinho looks at the materials available to him and map up strategies, especially in big matches. Look, I mean, every Chelsea supporter listening to me out there, Mourinho's second spell at Chelsea, nobody can convince me that Jose Mourinho was not playing beautiful football with Thibaut Courtois in post, Branislav Ivanovic at the right fullback position. Hold on, Della.
He wasn't playing an all attacking.
Della. He was playing attacking beautiful football.
But Steve, you are even talking about his second spell. I'm looking at even his first spell when he had Damian Duff and Ian Robin.
Yes.
Cole and
Yes.
those guys.
It's a beautiful football.
Defensive at that time. No, that's what was so.
At Real Madrid, he won the league with 100 points, 121 goals. Della, you know 121 goals. Della, you see, divide 121 by 38 matches. It will give you an average about 3.5, 3.8 goals per game.
So when he went to Italy to go and coach,
so that's what a pragmatic coach does. You look at the material. And then you play according to your strength. Yes, you play according to your strength.
Was always
you play according to your strength. That's
okay.
Clearly.
Charlie, can we move?
When he was at Real Madrid, all those players.
Kompany moves to Bayern Munich on a 3-year contract. The most surprising news to you?
I hear he speaks German and because he's playing for.
Kojumavu has sent you voice notes.
He speaks German because he's playing for Wolfsburg. Very surprising. You see. We are looking at clubs and in Europe. And, I mean, nobody can talk about some of the big clubs in Europe without maybe mentioning Bayern for what they've been able to achieve in Germany and even in Europe. So I don't know what exactly is happening there because I mean, is it their directors or is it the fact that those guys have been there for a very long time because of that? They want the team to move in a certain direction, and they think that the team is not moving in that direction. Because when Tuchel was about to leave, I know they nearly made a U-turn. Because the last check, at least I think it was about 22,000 or thereabouts supporters they signed to a document that they should retain him. But at the last minute, Tuchel decided to leave anyway. You see, you look at Europe now, and anytime a managerial position becomes vacant, the names that are quoted are basically the same. They are basically the same.
Yeah, it's a merry-go-round.
Yeah, the same. The names that are quoted are the same. So Rubina Mourinho quote, Xabi Alonso. I mean, about 2-3 names.
Yeah, was spring up.
Yes, every time. It tells you that these times we don't have a lot of coaches around that can come and take up some of these positions. Most of the senior coaches are occupied. They are employed. So Ancelotti, maybe Pep, and the other coaches that I can mention are employed. So teams are also looking at rebuilding their squad. Because if you look at Bayern Munich, for me, it's about time most of the players left. It's about time most of them left because they've been there for a very long time and they are not contributing anything to the cause of the team. So maybe they are looking at a very young coach who comes, stay there for a little bit longer, more years than maybe the Juhankis and the other guys did at Bayern, so that he can work on the young guys and make sure that they for Germany, I'm sure Bayern Munich will excel, given the fact that they have basically all the best players that you can think about in Germany, and they have the money to also go and buy any player who pops up from any club, maybe with the exception of Leverkusen. So for Germany, they will try. That's whether they will be able to do very well in Europe. That's another thing that the Bayern Munich guys will have to look at.
All right, so Kojumavu, good morning to you. I've heard your message here. And Jose Mourinho disciples, we hear you. 7 minutes to 7 here on your super station, Love 99.5 FM. Are we going to talk Maresca or we should move on?
Oh, Maresca has come. He's coming. He's almost there actually. That's crazy.
What did you say? What are you remembering?
Maresca.
Maresca.
Just the coach is Enzo Maresca.
But who did he want?
I mean, some years back, this guy would not even make a backroom.
So maybe today. You're talking about years back.
Enzo Maresca.
Yeah, Chelsea, the standard has dropped.
I don't.
Here to Enzo Maresca. Hey.
Probably you can come and change things. Yeah. But sometimes it was Andres Villas.
Blast.
There are Enzo Maresca. The slope between Leicester and Chelsea is very steep.
Was it a bad decision to have let Pochettino leave?
You see, I've always had this conversation with Javier off air, and I kept on saying it here that at this point in time, this Chelsea team, they needed 2 years under Mauricio Pochettino.
Yeah,
at least. Like, yes, you see, I believe.
I think they could have given him.
Yes, I believe strongly that human face, that man management of Mauricio Pochettino was important for these young players for 2 years.
And they were getting it all. The last 12 matches to the end of the season.
Yes, it was coming.
It right. Yeah,
from what our colleague Rahman Osman in London was reporting the last time, what I get is that Pochettino knew that Chelsea wanted to go in a certain way in terms of the sporting direction.
Yeah.
And I always go back to Arsenal and Mikel Arteta and Edu, where it's always a round table. You say you want this, why do you want him? We look at character, we look at... And Edu said it recently, that they can even look at things like mental health of players before they sign them. He knew these things from the beginning. Then, when things began to get bad, he was always talking that, oh, I don't take decisions, Then he began to get results. Then he had a bargaining power in his hands. Then went back to let the owners and then the sporting directors know that, see, I have to have a bite and a say. In fact, enough control when it comes to who leaves and who comes in. And that is one thing that Chelsea don't want to allow to happen again. Because when they came to Chelsea, it was a bunch of players that different managers have come to buy, not players that were bought for a particular way of play. And they realized that if you are looking at the City model, if you are looking at the Arsenal model in recent times, which, yes, hasn't gotten any major trophy, but you can tell that it's succeeding, then you need a sporting direction. The Chelsea hierarchy is clear. Claire Lake and then Todd Bowley and Hans Jogwise are at the top. They've appointed their sporting directors. Then after that, you come to the technical area. The technical directors used to have Christopher Vivell, who has left. Now there is Joe Schultz before even the coach. So the direction is clear, and they expect that any manager that comes in should go according to the direction of the club. And if you come in at the end of the day, you want to move away from the direction and how they want to play, then definitely they are not going to accept. So that is where Mauricio Pochettino had his issue.
Let's look at the statistics here. On our Facebook page.
This general statistics.
Yeah. So let's take a look at it.
You can tell clearly that Enzo Maresca's Leicester City were averagely a better side than Chelsea's team last season.
But we also look at the level of
competition.
So that's why
it will come in.
Exactly. That's why I alluded to just the statistics.
Okay.
Leicester City last season in the championship, they had the best in terms of revenue, in terms of the wage bill, about 57 more than the next person. So they had a lot of money. Again, the team that was there had already been there for a while, so the environment, they knew themselves before. Mauricio Pochettino took up a different side, you understand? But what are Chelsea looking for? They said they are looking for somebody that plays possession-based football because they think that with that you can control the game.
And the second one thing that also convinced them was his knowledge of the Chelsea squad.
Exactly. According to them, he walks into the interview and he knows the Chelsea players as far as those who are even on loan.
But don't you know?
And no, but it's the details. He had details. He was asked a specific question of how he was going to use Enzo, Lavia, and then Caicedo, and he seems to have a plan. I mean, it's just an interview. It can go wrong on the field of play. but yes, but I'm sure Pochettino also impressed them. But you come and you see that things are not the same. 62%. Porter also impressed them. 62% chance creation, goal scored. I think people to calm down. They'll have seen that they've changed like 3 managers.
Where is he? But I think one major problem about Todd Bowley has been his just acting like Roman Abramovich with the handle of coaches.
See, if managers leave.
Yes, I agree. Porter was not maybe the correct choice, but look at the Tuchel sacking, for instance. For me, it didn't make sense.
Then I see the thing about managers and they are leaving the clubs. And as soon as we hear that the manager has left the club, the first thing that comes to our mind is that he's been sacked. But there are situations where the manager himself also decides to leave based on the direction that the team wants to go. So, just like Tuchel, the man you mentioned, Tuchel was not sacked. The team wanted a certain direction, and he was looking to the direction. So clearly they were not aligned, and he had to leave. So that's that. And just like Poch too,
The team wanted a certain direction. He was looking at the opposite direction, and clearly, if
But,
you're not aligned, then you can't work.
if you remember the Graham Potter era, Chelsea didn't have a sporting directors when he plays at the time before he was appointed. You understand? And for me, that's my little problem. The last team, at the end of the day, it's not going to be the same thing as he had at Leicester City. Yes, he has some Premier League experience. He has coach assistants under Pellegrini, Manchester City,
United.
Yeah, not enough, but then that's what he has in his shares box coming.
Yeah.
And
I think it's a gamble. Anyway.
Yeah, the level is different. The advantages is that now this Chelsea team wasn't as novel or new as when Pochettino was picking them. Now they know themselves. They play together for a year. They have some basics that he wants to work on. He knows some guys in there. He knows Cole Palmer. He has worked with him before. He knows Romeo Lavia. He has worked with him before. And he believes that with these boys, he has worked with also this Italian central midfielder, Cesar Casade, at Leicester. So maybe with this, he can come in and build something. But like you said, it's a huge gamble.
Yeah.
That's we'll wait to see how if it pays off or not.
Okay. The minutes after 7 here on your superstation Love 99.5 FM. We are streaming live on our Facebook page, Love 995. Let's hear your thoughts. What we're discussing on the show this morning. We'll be touching on Jose Mourinho's move to Fenerbahce. We are now going to talk about the Champions League. Yes. Recent Kompany's move to Bayern Munich as well as Enzo Maresca almost joining Chelsea in there. But now it's time for us to talk Champions League.
Yes.
Borussia Dortmund.
Yes.
One-time winners of the competition coming up against 14-time champions.
The most
Real
prestigious
Madrid.
club football in Europe.
Yeah.
Club football competition.
Yeah,
So the finals tonight at 7 p.m. at Wembley.
Still Sunday.
Yeah.
Didi. You understand Didi?
Nah.
No, district director.
What is have you heard you Chinese team make sure or so say conform Beleno? Yes, sir. This is director.
So the Champions League final between Borussia Dortmund.
Oh, take your
That's
time.
why I was saying Fenerbahce. This is how I've devoted you. District director. Okay, district director.
The Champions League.
What do you want to say, man? Yeah, please go. Yeah.
So the Champions League final between Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid is set to be an intriguing encounter tonight at 7 p.m. at the Wembley. And we've got live commentary for our listeners,
Yeah,
right?
sure, at 7 p.m.
And MBS Sports
from the studios.
Yes, from the series of Love 99.5 FM. MBS Sports, has come through with their probable lineup. I want to go through the probable lineup of both teams. For Real Madrid, we hear that their goalkeeper Andrew will not be available for this game because he failed to recover from that illness in there. So, Thibaut Courtois will be starting in post. Yes, Thibaut Courtois will be starting in defense.
Thibaut Courtois.
Yes.
Today he will concede.
He's a lucky guy.
He's been inconsistent.
Yeah, he has missed most parts of the season, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, that today he's going to concede.
No, he won't.
Only current
In the defense, probably you're going to see Dani Carvajal, Antonio Rudiger, Nacho, and Mendy in the midfield. We have Varane, Toni Kroos, yes,
Okay,
Camavinga, Bellingham, Affront, Rodrigo, and Vinicius Jr. So these are the probable first 11 players for Real Madrid against Borussia Dortmund tonight. For Dortmund, we have Kobel in post, Reesen, Matt Hummels, Schlotterbeck, and Madsen. In midfield, you're going to see Emre Can, Mikel Sabitzer, Jadon Sancho, Brandt, Adeyemi, and Nicolas Falkirk. So these are the probable 11 players.
He's a guy to check out.
Yes. He's a very good player. He's a dangerous player. Yes, he's a dangerous player.
That guy, you bang him.
Now,
I'm telling you.
It's like Rasmus fella.
now, some of us think that some of us think that this game is final to Real Madrid. But Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti says it is not like that, and they have a lot of respect for their opponent, Dortmund.
The team is really focused, really concentrated. The dressing room, of course, there is the necessary confidence to do our best, to get the best out of us. Obviously, we have that, because we need to have it in order to play the most important game of the season for us, with plenty of respect for our rival. And as we have said,
okay. And so that was Real Madrid coach Carlo Ancelotti speaking. And according to Real Madrid midfielder Luka Modric, this is the biggest game of the season for his side.
Said we are very happy to be here, and we are extremely we have a lot of confidence, a lot of calmness in order to face the biggest game of the season, and I hope we will play a good game as we've done throughout the season, throughout the year. It was something unimaginable before that, even thinking that we could reach this moment, but we are here, and like I said before, we're very happy. We are enjoying this moment, and we hope that tomorrow we will take that extra step as a team and European Cups. That will be something impressive.
So that was Luka Modric speaking. Then to their heart in Nacho Fernandez, he says they want to win a record-extending 15th Champions League title, and that is what they will play for tonight.
Well, it's difficult to many years ago it was really difficult to even think we would be able to match a legend like Enzo, but we are on the brink of winning, on playing a final tomorrow and hopefully win it. And we will be in this group with such a narrow group with players who have so many Champions League. But first.
So that was Nacho Fernandez speaking. Then Real Madrid star midfielder Jude Bellingham is expecting a special night at Wembley.
Trying to enjoy the experience of it all. I've dreamed of playing in games like this since I was about 5 or 6 years old, and now to be here, it would be pointless to rush it along. I really want to play the game, obviously, but you've got to enjoy days like today when you've got so
we player. Jude Bellingham on yard.
So many times played there.
Wait. And the land of Ronaldo. In his almost share all hell for the share
from the outside of us, creating kind of storyline of me kind of going against my old club and playing at
they play Kings Cup.
For me, it's important that when the game comes, I try and take the emotion out of it.
Okay, then so we can now listen to head coach of Borussia Dortmund, Edin Terzic, who says they are happy to be in the final and their goal is just to play to win the trophy.
We're happy to
the champion coach Terzic.
We have to win in Wembley against Real Madrid to win the Champions League, but yeah, we want to hold that trophy.
The biggest respect for him because he's one of the managers that not only made it with one team, he made it with different teams in different countries and different cultures, and not within 3 years in basically the way that he managed teams and how the players play for him.
I mean, the journalist actually asked him the strength of his team, and he answered that they have the most clean sheets in the Champions League competition this season.
Dortmund.
That's what
tight defense. Yeah. No, but I mean, facts don't lie. Facts don't lie. The most clean sheet.
Yes.
It will be difficult for Madrid to penetrate.
Yeah, very, very difficult.
The key fact was that I think we are the team with the most clean sheets in the competition, and then if you don't concede many chances and many goals, it's much easier to win games, and we are a team that is always ready to score. And on this level on this stage, you need to manage to keep the opposition as far away from the goal as possible.
Champion coach Edin Terzic.
I believe in him.
He's going to stage an upset tonight against Real Madrid. Now, 2000.
Almighty Real Madrid.
Yeah. Which is virtually impossible.
Alrighty. Now, will a club catch them one day?
No, that one is not possible. The second place team is what? 7.
Bayern is on 6.
6, Liverpool 6.
7. So, like,
Barcelona 5.
These 7 seasons. That's assuming you are winning the Champions League every season. 7 years.
Sure.
Barcelona 5 and
No, but maybe you can use 10 or 40 years.
Barcelona 5 and Chelsea 2.
Chelsea 2.
Just move about.
And Arsenal.
Not how do you call it?
The last time Arsenal won the Champions League was never.
This. Why are you roping in Arsenal in?
We are talking about the Champions League. Arsenal were in the
The
quarterfinals.
record man is here, so I want you to say the record straight.
Arsenal were in the Champions League and they were at the quarterfinal stage, right? They lost to Bayern Munich. Yeah, and the fact is that the last time they won it, never. Then we can now listen to 2007 Ballon d'Or winner Kaka. He has been discussing Real Madrid's Champions League final against Borussia Dortmund tonight at 7 p.m. And according to Kaka, it is Fala give Madrid.
Hey, what's the meaning of Fala?
Oh, they are winning the Champions League.
We are hosting an elimination, please. There is what? That is what?
Voila.
Please.
Mere formality.
This is a mere formality.
Voila.
Well, final is always a special match. You never know what's gonna happen. I can say that because 2005, and of course 2 years later I had the opportunity to win. But Champions League is amazing. So of course Dortmund is a very special team to be in final.
Have you breaking news about?
They are here.
You see, Nak Williams over there.
Madrid fan.
I need to one man. Said you need
That was for my former Real Madrid midfielder, attacking midfielder, Kaka speaking there. Okay. We look forward to the game tonight.
Kaish. Hey, multi-billionaires in Abem. What is it?
Hey, Los Blancos. And then they be an access sound.
The beer bomb by sense of Massa Madrid.
It is Zara.
Records. It's been a while. How are you?
To God be the glory. I'm fine. I hope you're fine as well.
Oh yes, so you can see that. Yeah, sure. Yes, I'm bubbling with action, just like my senior man.
I can see for real.
We are okay. Yes, and others too have been elevated wherever they are. So we give grace to God. It's been a good year so far. Yeah. It's just that today we are broadcasting live from the studios of Love Band.
Exactly.
Champions League final.
Sure.
Yes, Borussia Dortmund against Real Madrid, happening live at Wembley. England.
All roads lead to Wembley.
Yes.
Wembley. London calling.
Traffic. There's going to be congestion on that road.
To be flooding.
Yes.
Wembley.
Yes, sure.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Sure.
So let's go. What do you have for us, the records?
Well, first of all, let me say good morning, special good morning to you and our church listeners out there.
Sure.
And I'm MD. That's Metro Development Control Officer of KMA. Said I should say good morning to you.
What's his name?
Honorable Kompany, Engineer Godson FiifiManfred,
AKA
Kompany. Engineer Godson
Kompany, wherever you are.
Sure.
Good morning to you, Kompany. I love his name.
Sure. Kompany.
Thank you.
Let's
move. And then you mean the live bad, you know.
Sure.
Okay. So let's go ahead.
Yeah. First of all,
obviously you are starting as favorites, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
It can't be disputed.
Sure. Yeah. For real. FiifiManfred says I should enumerate or recite the Champions League winner before I come to the match.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Go ahead.
First of all, I would say a total of 23 clubs have won the Champions League since its inception in 1956.
And the first club to win that competition was Real Madrid under Jose Villalonga. Then 57, they defended the trophy. 58, once again, they won it. Under Luis Canigla from Argentina. 1959, once again, Madrid won it. And 1960, Miguel Munoz won it with Real Madrid. 61 was Benfica under Bela Gutmann. 62, once again, Bela Gutmann defended the trophy with Benfica. 63, AC Milan under Nerio Rocco. 64 was Inter Milan under Heleno Herrera. 65, once again, Inter Milan under Heleno Herrera once again. 66, Madrid under Miguel Munoz. 67, Celtic under Jock Stein. 68, Manchester United under Matt Busby. 69, Milan under Nerio Rocco. And 70 was Feyenoord under Ernst Happel. 71, Ajax under Rinus Michel. 72, Ajax once again under Stefan Kovacs. 73, Ajax. 74, Bayern under Udo Lattek. 75, Bayern Munich once again under Detmar Kramer.
You know the group stage, they didn't even drop a single point in the group stage. They played against Braga, Napoli, Union Berlin.
They won all.
They didn't drop a point in the group stage. And if you look at their performance in the La Liga,
they lost just a game.
They unbeaten in 25 straight matches since January Copa del Rey when they lost to Atletico. 25 matches unbeaten. So, and they found the net in every single game that they played.
Wow.
So it's a very good team. It's a very good. And when you played those insets, you had Nacho. Nacho alluded to the fact that Nacho and Luka Modric, Dani Carvajal, they've won the Champions League 5 times.
Yeah.
5 times. So this would be record equaling 6 if they win it. And the only player to have won that is equaling Francesco Gento. He did it between 1956 and 1966. Also a Real Madrid legend. So they have a blend of very young guys, very young guys, and very hugely experienced guys. So the Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, Bellingham,
the Camavinga, the Tchouaméni.
These guys are very young guys, and they blended them so well. That is why Carlo Ancelotti is for me one of the best coaches that we have in Europe. That blend has been very good. And Mbappe also joined the team as we speak now, but he has a plan for Mbappe when he comes. The way he's going to play with Mbappe in the team. So he made for unfortunately Toni Kroos after this game. He's going to play his last game for Real Madrid. He's been very good. And even if Toni Kroos doesn't play and Luka Modric also comes on, I mean, the way they are able to pass and their reading of the game. They are reading of the game and the way they are able to pass.
They are technically ahead.
Hugely experienced guys in midfield. And if you go to the back, Dani Carvajal and maybe Nacho playing, even Antonio Rudiger, who for me is having one season for them. He's also very experienced, given his days at Chelsea.
His commitment to games.
Yes, won the Champions League at Chelsea. So it's clearly, I mean, Madrid was South Africa. Whichever way you look at it, it was South Africa because of the quality that they have and that excellent blend between the young guys and the mature guys or the old guys.
All right, Fee. It's really going to be a difficult one for Dortmund.
Very, very difficult match for FC Dortmund. But there is something that I think that may be in the favor of Dortmund. First of all, is the fact that certain Thibaut Courtois is going to have his first game of the proper season in the Champions League. First game in the Champions League. Whilst he has been out injured because Andrew Lunin has picked up some bag. It's a flu, and he's not going to be with the team.
He'll be very disappointed.
Yeah, very, very disappointed. I mean, how unlucky can he be as a goalkeeper? I mean, he has been one of the best. I think he's one of the reasons.
Almost all the games.
And he was good. Yeah, it was very, very good. He was, Manchester City for one, very, very good. But then again, we get to the point where things like diseases, you can't have any control over them, and then Thibaut Courtois comes in. One of the things I like about this Dortmund side, so the records man was saying, Edin Terzic was part of the Dortmund team that played Real Madrid in the semi-final and reached that final in Wembley against Bayern. And in there, Edin Terzic was the video analyst of Jurgen Klopp at the time. He had watched Real Madrid. He has a history. In fact, he has gone through the ranks at the team. Video analyst, technical director, and then now becoming coach. Even after technical director, he was asked to go back again. Then he brought in a coach, Marco Ressa at the time, and then later he became the coach for FC Dortmund. In the number of years, he's also an out-and-out Dortmund manager. Now, if you've watched Dortmund this season, playing against games like Atletico de Madrid and then Paris Saint-Germain, there are two things that they've shown: character, and then the fact that if you underrate them, they'll hurt you. I think that whilst Madrid are the outright favorites, if they walk into this game thinking that yes, we are the Los Blancos, the White Angels, and then we will beat these guys easy peasy, then you are going to be in trouble. Remember that Dortmund were in the group of death with AC Milan, with Paris Saint-Germain, with Newcastle. Let me also add that, yes, group of death, but none of these clubs have the pedigree of Real Madrid. Yeah. But it was also a difficult group for them to qualify for. They qualified a group in there as winners. They went to meet PSV Eindhoven, a relatively very easy side for them to meet in the Champions League. They went to quarterfinals. They met Atletico de Madrid. In the first league, at the Signal, at the Wanda Metropolitano, have you said the machine? Chiva Metropolitano or something? Civitas. Over there, it was not an easy game for them. They came to the Signal Iduna, went down a couple of times, rose up, and then still managed to qualify. Then they played against a certain Paris Saint-Germain side, went away to the Parc des Princes, showed their mettle, came back to the Signal Iduna, beat them by a solitary Nicolas Fulcro goal that took them to the final. So, yes, it's a Dortmund team as compared to a Real Madrid team, but it's a Dortmund team that has shown mettle, that has shown that they are willing to fight, that has shown that on any day they want to go and push in and get something for themselves. And like Edin said in his pre-match press conference, they have a very good defense with Schlotterbeck, Ben Sabini, Matt Hummels, and Ian Matheson at the back. It's the counter-attack. My problem is, how are both teams going to play? Because Madrid, for better parts of this season, have been playing in that counter-attacking style where it's a 4-1-2-1-2, you lose possession, they find space with Rodrigo Goes and overload certain areas and hurt you. Eden Terzic's team are literally on the same level. They attack you using Ian Matheson, Karim Adeyemi, and then Jadon Sancho. If Dortmund will have any chance, they need to work as twice or three times as hard as Real Madrid. But of course, on paper,
you think
Madrid.
Toni Kroos must retire from club football?
Well, I was not surprised about the announcement anyways. How old is he now?
34.
34.
He's 34.
Or maybe you could have done one more year.
Yeah, so
Luka
Modric is 39.
Yeah, 39 is
playing. He's almost 40, but he has not announced his retirement.
Thiago Silva is also, he's going back to Fluminense.
Silva is around 40, right?
Yes, he's close to
40.
It'll be 40 in December.
And then Kroos
03220, let me just announce the phone lines. 03220-83596, 83597. The Champions League final, Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid. Who is your pick? And don't forget, we also spoke about Jose Mourinho and his move to Fenerbahce, as well as Vincent Kompany to Bayern Munich and Enzo Maresca to Chelsea. 03220-83596, 83597. Let's hear your thoughts on the first part of the show. The Champions League final. Who wins this final for you? Borussia Dortmund or Real Madrid? 03220-83596, 83597. Yeah, hello.
That quick one. I mean, this birthday dedication to Fiifi-Manfred's good friend. His name is Junior Agogo. Now, this guy says Fatulo, Sokoba Fatulo, na any role model. And I'm catching it. And you only aim.
Oh, come
on. Only aim in life.
This young man is like the second guy after Zando. Zando's their last born.
Okay, all right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Big Amas. I'm calling from Kunzikam.
Okay, let's hear you, bro.
Madrid is going to win.
Okay.
About that.
By what margin?
2 good difference.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Big Amas. Let's see who is next on the line. 03. Hello, good morning. 03220-83596, 83597. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir. Your name, please. Oh, okay. Abri, can you turn down the volume of the radio behind you?
For me, Jose Mourinho going to Fenerbahce is at the right direction. He should go there and try his luck and then come back to the big stage. And then also, Borussia Dortmund will win the cup tonight. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's see who is next. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dada.
Oh, Kofi?
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Good morning to Javier, Fifi, Ibo, and the rest.
Okay.
Is Mourinho moving to any other team?
Fenerbahce. In Turkey.
Turkey?
Yes, please.
Okay, then I'll go there.
Maybe I could do no. Maybe I could do no.
Maybe I'll go there. Oh, you can't have no other blue cotton. Yeah, they will. But you know that in this world, when you eat one food for a long time, it becomes something such that sometimes you don't feel like eating it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Madrid for the
This case is not applied to the Champions League when Real Madrid is winning. It looks like Real Madrid has dominated in the Champions League, winning the trophy 8 times, right?
15 times.
14 times.
Okay. Still.
They are hungry.
And nobody is, it seems everybody is satisfied when Real Madrid wins the Champions League. So, like I said, but Real Madrid winning the Champions League, Arsenal. Yeah, woman winning bank. So the lab class your best and need Arsenal, but a petting for
Let's see who is next on the line. 03220 83596 83597. Hello, good morning.
To score 2 goals.
Hey, Sancho.
Telling you.
Yes.
Hey!
Thank you very much.
Pato, you're my guy. You're my guy. What's this Fiifi-Manfred? Charlie,
Sancho 2.
We will win. I'll send you something small.
Sancho 2.
Madrid 0.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name, please.
My name is Salim calling from Kompany.
Okay, let's hear you.
This Champions final video, like I want to know this in some. I was going to see AGD at the video. Including an anchor, and go for one cannot wire. I did say, Church University, one of my Mempai boy. Okay, yapa. Neso baba sa. I don't hear see me. Anyway. Okay, thank you for your call. Really appreciate your time with us here. Let's see whether I can pick one more call. Then we'll go for a break. Yeah, hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yes, sir, your name, please.
This is Nana.
Hey, Nana.
Far away, but I'm listening to you through online.
So where are you now?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
No, I know where he is.
You ran away last week. I'm like, how would you go around?
Oh, Charlie, I had some engagement outside.
I mean, like our engagement.
Oh no, that's true. Okay, let's hear you, bro.
But you know what?
Don't go birthday, man. At least
when it comes to the Spanish league, there are things that I support. Manche. Miliano.
He stepped out.
He stepped out, okay, but you guys okay. So I'll come back next week.
Okay. All right, Charlie, wish you well, Okay. All right. So, quick birthday dedication.
Yeah, another birthday dedication. Felix from Osofo Kwabena Adu. Donko. Yeah. He says, happy birthday to you, Deborah Adu Jamfi. Kwada so SDNS in training. Okay, so happy birthday to you, Deborah Adu Jamfi. This special birthday dedication is coming from Osofo Kwabena Adu.
Is he a certified priest?
That's what he's saying. I'm sure say we here. Then sorry, man, Bako.
I'm asking a question. Is he a certified priest?
That's what he's saying. I mean, I don't know.
Don't go. All right. Okay, so we'll go for a break. When we come back, we'll be doing the Black Stars and the Ghana Premier League with focus and emphasis on the crowd. So, folk, 3 matches more to go.
Hey, but yesterday they won. That's okay. Yesterday we beat Nations FC. 2-0. Yeah, it was.
Is it? We'll come back.
It was. You know what, Jerome? Okay, let's go and come back. Yeah, watch it.
In the book of Psalm, chapter 63, verse 1, David said, early will I seek thee. Joshua was an early riser. Moses was an early riser. Jesus prayed early in the morning. David also prayed early in the morning. What about you?
Be an early riser as you join God's servant, the pastor, Obed Joy Obey on Prayer Line on Love 99.5 FM from Mondays through to Fridays, 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. each day. Prayer Line, the presence of the Lord is here. Prayer Line, commanding your morning to influence your day.
Climate change is the greatest threat. You mention AI, you mention nuclear weapons, pandemics, and a whole lot. Sweetheart, which one of them is the greatest?
For your information, God just gave us climate. We humans decided to change it. Hence, climate change.
The launch of the Lovers of High Schools Debate 2024 is coming your way this Wednesday, 29th May 2024 at the Christian Service University. Station Love 95 FM. Also on TV. We will be streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and social media platforms. It's the Lovers of High Schools Debate 2024. Don't miss it.
You are a school, church, institution, or office, worry no more because